Hey everyone, it's Matthew Reinhart here. We're almost finished with our 7 Wonders of the Ancient World project. We've made all 7 pops, but now we got to assemble them into a gigantic map. It's gonna almost take up your whole wall. Oh my god, it's so cool. So we've made all these pops over the last few videos, right? Everything from, the Pyramid at Giza to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. These are all here. So you got to print out the rest of these map pieces, just like that. And there's a link down below, so you'll print them out, and you can use just regular cardstock. You could actually, for this part of the craft, you could even use regular paper. It's not something I typically do, but so we're going to cut out all these pieces using a pair of scissors, and you're just going to cut along all the solid black lines, and just using a pair of scissors. It's real easy. These are pretty much just big rectangles with a little bit of a couple of tabs at the end, and those are just going to be where we glue. We don't need to score this piece actually, because it's just those dotted lines on these pieces are just going to show us kind of where we're going to line up all these map pieces. All right, so we've got our previous pops that we've already made, our 7 previous pops that were already glued on map pieces, but we needed the 2 extra ones to kind of fill out this whole giant thing. So let's get started with this one right here. And we're going to glue this one here and here. See these 2 pieces? And it's going to tell us which piece to glue to. So this is the upper left corner of our map. And then we're going to glue this one right next to it. All right, that we've already made. And again, if you haven't made the other pops, you're going to need to before you can assemble this entire project. All right, so we're going to use some glue, and we're just going to glue it along this edge. And it's kind of like we're assembling a giant pop-up puzzle, right? So we've made portions of this, but we have to glue them all together. So we're just going to use some regular craft glue, and we're just going to line up along this dotted line. See, just like this. So we've got this pop here. That's going to be the upper left corner. I have to always look at my wrist because I have my left wrist because I have a scar there. I always forget left and right, so I have to look at my hand. All right, so then what is next? We're gonna have this one right here. This is our extra piece that we just cut out and printed, and that's gonna go just right there, and that's gonna be the upper right-hand corner of our gigantic map. So let's just use a little glue right here. And there's little notes there on the template that tells you which piece to glue where. This glue's right here, just like that. So you're going to see, some of the land. There's Asia Minor. There's the Tigris River. All these places in the ancient world and the world today, actually. So there's Greece. Okay, so let's go down. We're going to go to below the second piece that's going to be built onto the upper left-hand corner. This is the Temple of Zeus, which is actually going to be right here. I'm going to glue it just like that right there on this tab. We made this piece, this pop-up a couple videos back. I love making big projects like this because there's nothing cooler than seeing something like, so big, like a poster, making a poster. Now remember, you can decorate all these pops. You can color on them, use markers, you can use crayons, whatever you'd like to decorate your map. Let's get on to this piece that goes right here. And let's find our pop. There we go. This is going to go right here. This pop up, and see how the artwork sort of lines up, the different, the edges of the coastline lines up right there. I'm going to glue this side right here. So we've made 7 of these pops, and each one of them had a portion of the map glued onto the back of it. And now we have to assemble all of it together. So it's going to take a little work here. Glue all this. Make sure to glue it nice and flat. And see how those kind of line up? That artwork there? That perfect. So each section of this map has a little pop-up on it. And one of these pop-ups, each one of the pop-ups is an ancient wonder. So let's go on. Actually, I only think there's a couple pieces that don't have a pop-up. So let's go on to this piece here. And this is going to be the middle far right piece. And see, we're going to glue it right there. And we're going to make sure that our tab goes underneath the upper piece. So let's put some glue right here. Just like this. And I believe this one is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, right? Because there's Mesopotamia. Man, I wish I could go there. I wish I could have seen these beautiful places. But we get to remake them in pop-up form. How about that? How cool is that? I love learning about these places and learning about what the world was like so many centuries, so many millennia, plural ago, right? Oh, I just love that. They were just such amazing craftspeople and designers that they were able to build these ancient wonders. I mean, the pyramids are amazing, and our ancestors were incredibly intelligent and talented designers and engineers and everything. So let's build this part of the map. This is just the lower right-hand corner of the map, and it has our little compass down there, which is northwest, east, and south, so we know which way. Oh, it looks like there might be a little dragon and a little sea monster in the ocean there. Uh-oh. Never know what there could be out there. All right, you can see again, that lines up with our artwork. And now let's go on to the next piece. This is going to be the bottom middle. It's going to go right there. I bet you that one is going to be the Lighthouse of Alexandria, because Alexandria is right about there. Or is that the pyramids? Maybe that's the pyramids, and Alexandria is right next to it. So we're going to glue just this little corner here, down on this tab. See how the dragon continues? So there's a continuing piece. Now again, like I said, you could decorate this any way you want. You could even put like sequins. You could put glitter on the different countries or in the water. You could even like do cut paper collage and add to it. You could write stories on the paper or on the map. You could add more cities. You could do whatever you want. You could add people to that were, you know, on the different countries. Just so many different things. This is all up to you and how you can decorate it. All right, so we have one more corner, the lower left corner of this giant pop-up map. That looks like Alexandria right there. All right, so we're gonna glue this just in place right there. And then along this tab on the right side, and then we're gonna put some glue on the upper part, right there. See how we just put it in that, within that space? That's just that line of it. So let's slide this under. And glue this on. So we'll get that in there. We'll glue it down. Oh, look at that. Sometimes our pop-up doesn't work as well, right? Ooh, look at that. She used her scissors. We can snip off that little area there if you need to. We already glued it. Snip it off. There we go. Just in place. Perfect. Now we've glued our entire poster. Look at this. Oh, now we can tape it up on the wall and we can look at all of our cool pop-up maps. You can tape it on the corners. You can tape it however you like. And you can look at it and you can enjoy all your pop-ups. And wow, you can explore the ancient world and see all these 7 wonders. This is Matthew Reinhart. I hope you've enjoyed this huge project. And if you have some ideas about future projects, let me know down in the comments below. And boy, this has been really fun. I like learning about this stuff. One day, I hope to make my own book about the 7 wonders of the ancient world. But we got to make this first. All right, I'll see you next time. This is Matthew Reinhart. Be sure to hit like and subscribe and all that stuff. Next time. Bye-bye.